The magic of Christmas is in the air. Today you will understand and use it to your advantage. It isn't lights or music. It's a mental power that turns ideas into facts. I call it applied faith, and in December, it grows stronger. The heart opens, the mind softens, and imagination goes back to work. Give me a few minutes and I'll show you how to use this season as a portal. Install a new vision, act as if it's on its way, and let small proofs arrive on schedule. If you're ready to believe like a child and build like an adult, we begin now. When we were children, we believed without bargaining. No accountant in the head, no jury of opinions, only imagination, hope, and trust. I have watched the power of the mind become mighty in that state, quick to attempt, slow to doubt. Comparison was silent, curiosity was loud. You reached because reaching felt natural. Every December, that old courage sneaks back in small flashes. A song, a memory, a table full of faces, and your defenses soften. Your subconscious mind hears simple commands again. Try, ask, build. Fear loses its payroll when gratitude is hiring. For a brief window, possibility feels normal. I call this childlike faith the strongest fuel you will ever own. Not childish, childlike, open, expectant, unashamed to start. If you seize it, ideas move from someday to today at noon. If you ignore it, cynicism resumes the shift and locks the tools. Hold this state, and we can aim it straight into action. Faith, to me, is not a pew. It is a posture of mind. It is the state in which you believe so clearly that your attention, emotions, and habits begin arranging themselves to make room for the thing believed. The power of the mind obeys dominant ideas. Applied faith selects one and gives it payroll. Your subconscious mind, hearing one steady order, starts recruiting methods, allies, and timing. Doubt scatters effort. Faith concentrates it. Applied faith is think, feel, and act as if the result is already on its way. Think, define the outcome in one present tense line with numbers and a date. Feel, attach a reason that heats the blood. Who benefits when you win? Act, post a small proof before noon that a man with that result will complete. Belief becomes believable when behavior signs its name. Here is my drill you can run tonight. Right? I am the person who specific result by date by serving, with how. Read it morning and night with feeling, then complete 3 tiny proofs. 1 call, 1 creation, 1 cleanup of a bottleneck. Log the counts, not the feelings. Do this for 7 days and notice how quickly chances begin to find you. At Christmas, the mind softens and the heart speaks a little louder. Cynicism lowers its voice. Criticism takes a brief holiday. Stories, songs, and memories reactivate imagination. The workshop of the mind. The power of the mind, when imagination is awake, stops rehearsing danger and starts composing solutions. Your subconscious mind reconnects old ideas in new ways because the noise is quieted. This season creates a rare mixture: meaning, belonging, reflection. Meaning tells you why it matters. Belonging tells you you're not alone. Reflection shows you what to keep and what to release. Under that chemistry, decisions feel lighter and courage feels ordinary. You notice opportunities that hid in plain sight all year. What you call holiday spirit is simply a superior thinking climate. Don't wait for it to visit. Recreate it on purpose. Lower input, raise appreciation, share a true memory, then choose one generous action. That sequence puts imagination back on the payroll and gives faith a tool to hold. Run it 3 evenings in a row and watch clarity return. Then we aim this imagination at reality so it can start building on schedule. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That line was my report, not my poetry. Conceive means you hold a clear picture. Believe means you accept it as your assignment. Achieve means you pay the price in daily proofs. The power of the mind aligns when picture and permission match. If you picture a result but secretly forbid yourself to have it, you stall. If you picture it and grant permission, your subconscious starts laying track. Faith creates vision. Vision selects action. Action manufactures fact. I have never seen results arrive from speeches. They arrive from scheduled steps. So I ask, what would a man who already owns this outcome do before noon? Then I do that in miniature. 1 call, 1 page, 1 improvement to the offer. Those tiny signatures make the belief believable to your own nerves. Treat this as mechanics, not mysticism. Write the picture in 1 line, give it a date, add the service you'll render, and choose 3 proofs. Read it at dawn and night with feeling to keep the picture funded. By week's end, you'll notice new angles, allies, and timing surface. That is not luck. That is agreement between your orders and your actions. Thomas Edison believed ahead of evidence and let proof catch up. When his lab tallied failure number 1000, he did not rename himself. He renamed the data. Another way that will not work, he said, then tighten the method and return to the bench. The power of the mind under faith files pain as instruction, not identity. Your subconscious mind keeps handing you variations when it knows the aim is non-negotiable. I asked him how he endured the sneers. He answered by pointing to the next experiment on the schedule. Faith made his permission larger than their prediction. He behaved like a man who expected light to arrive, and so his days were filled with actions consistent with light. Belief first, then behavior, then the bulb. Translate this posture into your shop today. Keep the outcome, adjust the sequence, message, channel, cadence, craftsmanship. When doubt says impossible, you answer with one more measured test before noon. Name the miss, note the lesson, run the next attempt. This is applied faith on paper, stubborn, useful, and eventually unmistakable. The world slows in December. Silence returns to rooms that were loud. When pace eases, meaning gets a chance to speak, and you can finally hear it. The power of the mind performs best when urgency is paired with clarity, not noise. At Christmas, emotions deepen and priorities line up without you forcing them. Your subconscious mind becomes teachable. This is the hour to install a new picture. Use the opening on purpose. Choose one scene you want to live next year and write it in one present tense line. Name who benefits and how they will know you showed up. Pick the smallest action a man in that scene would finish before noon tomorrow. Schedule it, then read the line morning and night with feeling. Treat the season like a gate you walk through, not a couch you sink into. One new vision, 3 tiny proofs, 7 days. Simple math that compounds courage. If you miss a day, shorten the step and double the first proof next morning. The portal stays open for those who keep moving. Ready to make the most of it? If Estiver, okay. Sigo para o Topic 7, Exercise, Believe like a child. Topic 7, Exercise, Believe like a child, first person as Napoleon Hill. Close your eyes and ask a fearless question. What would I dare to believe if I thought like the child I once was? Name one dream you shelved, one idea you abandoned, one future you called too bold. Write it in one line without apologizing for it. The power of the mind needs clarity. Timid words dim the switch. Now attach feeling and a first move. Who would benefit if you made this real? And what would you do before noon to begin? Call one person, draft one page, book one meeting, design one offer. Your subconscious mind learns from completed acts more than eloquent vows. One tiny proof is louder to your identity than 1,000 private promises. Seal the moment with a brief auto-suggestion. I am the person who will result by date by serving, who with how. Read it tonight and tomorrow at dawn, then complete your first proof on the clock. By evening, log the win in numbers, not adjectives. Repeat for 7 days and watch courage become routine. Faith does more than warm desire. It edits the self-portrait. When I believe deeply, the power of the mind updates my default settings. What I notice, attempt, and tolerate. Your subconscious mind starts saying, this is who we are, and choices begin to match the new label. Soon you act in character because character has been chosen, not discovered. Behavior follows belief the way a shadow follows light. I never ask, who am I? I ask, who am I at noon? Then I select 3 proofs a man of that identity would post before lunch. One call, one creation, one cleanup of a bottleneck. The ledger has no poetry, only numbers. Those numbers train nerves faster than affirmations alone. Identity hardens when evidence repeats on schedule. Run this tonight. Write the identity line. I am the person who will result by date. Add the creed. Because I serve who with how. Schedule tomorrow's 3 proofs and put them where your eyes must see. Repeat for 7 days and watch your name change in your own mouth. Years in brings its usual ghosts, doubt, comparison, regret. I answer each with applied faith on a clock. Doubt says you're not ready. Faith schedules the first proof before noon. Comparison whispers that others are ahead. Faith asks whom you will serve today. Regret replays what didn't happen. Faith assigns one useful move that can happen in the next hour. The power of the mind obeys whichever voice brings an action list. Where faith is present, fear weakens because attention is busy earning outcomes. Where faith is present, doubt shrinks because evidence, even small, keeps arriving. Where faith is present, energy rises because decisions stop wobbling. Vision clarifies because you finally keep one picture long enough for your subconscious mind to deliver methods. Action becomes possible because permission has been granted. Here is my antidote ritual for the final stretch of the year. Each morning, one sentence of vision in present tense, one reason that heats the blood, 3 tiny proofs due before lunch. Midday, measure what moved, not how you felt. Night, log numbers and ask one question only: what is tomorrow's first proof? Run this for 7 days and watch the old ghost arrive to an empty chair. The magic of Christmas is not outside you. It's a switch you can flip. Write one clear line of vision tonight. Read it with feeling at dawn, and finish 3 tiny proofs before noon. Treat imagination as a tool and faith as your foreman. The power of the mind will follow the picture you keep and the work you complete. Your subconscious will start returning methods the moment you give it permission. Keep it gentle and real. Think one person, serve one person, advance one step. That rhythm turns belief into momentum. If doubt visits, shorten the step, not the dream. If you miss, double tomorrow's first proof and continue. Believe like a child, build like an adult, and let this season mark the start of your new name.